Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you will be known about PHP project of a simple contact form, how it is going to be interacting a web form of HTML to make you send an email successfully to your configured user. Let's simply see the steps of life cycle of a PHP web form here. This is the form is designed in HTML as email address. Enter your email address and subject and what you would like to ask us. This is the text message you want to be. These three parameters along with this, and the one more it is in a place here is in a submit. Let's if I click the submit button, see here there was an errors in your form. The three things are validating perfectly. How it is, we'll check here. Now, if I placed something like my email ID, first one thing would be removed. And if I placed something hello, and subject also would be removed. And if I placed something, I would like to know more. I would like to know more. Let's see here. If I submit this, it will be submitted the form and the mail will be sent to the concerned form. And whereas this is the local host, the email function will not works here where it is not properly configured. So you have to test such a form where in the mail function on production servers as well. The hosting server it can be called. Now let's see the code, how it is form is designed and how the PHP code is prepared and how it is validated successfully. Let's begin here. Let's back to the code form. This is the index.php here over here. And let's see here the PHP like a form is called for that these are the bootstrap CDN networks for the design purpose. It is used here. And now the form with the use of post method and action not set is like a specified means it is the self request only. The form will called as a self like a request. So it would be like a form will reinitiate here when the button is pressed. Here it is identified is post. If it is in a post method, it is an is post, then it will be read. If it is post where the parameters are available, it will be reads and it will be goes away the mail. Let's check with this first of all the validation and form control how it is designed. Now let's see here the form is initiated, field set, and the label email, and input type email, class email form, and email ID, name, placeholder it is, and most of the process you are aware of it, how the HTML form is designed. Similarly, more of email, subject, and text field. These are the common. All right. Now let's check here. These are the bootstrap jQuery first, then teacher, and bootstrap. These are the things are for the design purpose only. It is called. And now here, when the JavaScript form, it is called as in a form tag, and when the button is submitted, email with the ID of the email is called for validation. If it is empty, the email field is required, and the subject, if it is empty, the subject is required and the content field is required. These are the validation structure. It is prepared with the if else conditions. All right. If everything is good, there if it is anything is wrong to be populated with the error message. This is also there was an error in your form and check with that matter is also returned as you've seen here as of now. See this is there was an error in your form. Kindly check it. If there is a no errors, it will comes. But this is the client-side JavaScript validation. Strongly remember. Once it is done, these all the parameters by submitting the button action using the post method. See, this is the post method using. It will be submitted is post. If post message is done, if not post, what will happens? Other than not post, where the parameter is reading here with the post, what will happens here? It will ask you to enter an email address required. This is the validation. We can call it as server side validation. Strongly remember, it's a very much pretty important. And the content field is required for content and the subject it is required for. And once it is all the things are validated successfully, it will comes to filter like verifying the email standardization. The email address is in a standard form called name, @ symbol, and rest of the domain name and extension of the domain name is perfectly is there or not, it will verify. All right. Once all the things are done properly, it will see the two email address. You have to specify the email address over here where to send an email, and the subject. What is the subject? We have done with the text box we have prepared at the HTML form. The controller, name of the controller, we have to specify here. How we are acquiring the post by using the post method. The parameter controller data, similarly content and email. The four parameters we have seen on like a email lecture. The same thing. Four parameters are required for email method to send an email. Two subject and content headers. These are sufficient to send an email. If the message mail is sent successfully, the success message you will receive. If not, any errors on that, this is will tell you please try again sometime, and you are facing some issue with your email server or email communication. That's all about to create a very simple project of PHP, which is a very essential for the basic and beginner learners to complete such a form. You will have enough wonders. This form is covered so far HTML, Bootstrap, and jQuery like a validations, and using server-side PHP validations, and moreover we have applied here for email functionality all together used with this. So I have a specified this is as a project, like a mini project wise we have a given you like a session. Try to practice more and more, have with this code. See here, this is a top to bottom, this is the one line of the bottom of the code, and again here you can concern about the code from the from tag. This is highly essential. These are the things for Ajax toolkit, jQuery min for the jQuery validations, and this is the bootstrap and the CDN networks we have used for it. And once you have to completed those things, this is the JavaScript is essential for client-side validations perfectly. So you will successfully finish your project very super easy. Not only the contact form, any of the form with your custom parameters, you can build to send an email successfully. I'm assuring that, and you will super enjoy by working with this type of forms in dynamic way with the PHP. Thank you for watching this lecture. Thank you.